Oh boy, we are talking about a topic today that you are going to love, especially if you've ever looked at your calendar and thought, how am I so busy? Why do I feel so stuck? Now, I'm not talking to you about time management practices. You've got clients, you're making money, you're checking all the boxes, but deep down, something is off. You're drained, disconnected, and you're not sure how to fix it. The problem might not be how hard you're working. It might be that you're not working in your zone of brilliance. In this video, I'll show you how to tell if you're in or out of your zone of brilliance. We'll walk through the three-part framework that I teach my clients to help them realign their time and focus: passion, purpose, and profit. You'll also learn why business owners get pulled out of their zone of brilliance and what to do when that happens. You might have heard of the four zones: incompetence, competence, excellence, and genius from Gay Hendricks. That model is helpful, especially if you're trying to stop doing things you're not good at. But I look at the zone of brilliance through a different lens, one that helps business owners prioritize what matters most and stay aligned as they grow. Your zone of brilliance is where your passion, purpose, and profit intersect. Passion is the work that you love. It's the stuff that lights you up and it feels natural. Purpose is the work that aligns with your mission, values, and impact. And profit is the work that drives real results. It brings the income, the growth, the sustainability. When those three come together, that's your sweet spot. That's where you do your best work without burning out. I was talking with a six-figure business owner recently, and she shared something that really stuck with me. She said, I enjoy being a business owner, but I just wish I could spend more time on the parts of the business that I actually love, the parts that light me up. Lately, I feel like I'm constantly pulled into the work that completely drains me. And honestly, I hear this all the time. It's not that she isn't successful or capable. It's that she's spending most of her time outside of her zone of brilliance, and it's starting to take a toll. Most business owners don't leave their zone of brilliance on purpose. It just sort of happens. Maybe your business grew fast and you didn't have enough hands on deck. Maybe a service became wildly profitable, but it's not work that you enjoy. Maybe someone quit and you had to jump back in to keep things going. Or maybe life just hit you hard, financially, personally, or publicly, and you had to focus on survival. These seasons are real, and they happen to all of us. But if you stay out of alignment for too long, your business starts to feel heavy and your progress slows down. It's kind of like when your car hits a few too many potholes. At first, everything still feels fine, but over time, the tires slip out of alignment. You don't always notice it right away, but the wear and tear, it builds up. And if you don't pause to realign, the damage gets worse. And eventually it slows you down. That's what happens when you're spending too much time outside of your zone of brilliance. And while you can't eliminate every task that drains you, there is a better way to navigate it. The reality is there will always be parts of your business that you don't love, but still need to handle. I'm not here to pretend entrepreneurship is all about vision boards and joyrides, but I am here to show you that you have options. And if you're feeling stuck, this is how you start shifting things. You probably won't spend 100% of your time in your zone of brilliance. And that's okay. That's not the goal. What's realistic and powerful is learning how to recognize it and prioritize it. I teach my clients to use the three P's: passion, purpose, and profit as a filter to sort their work into three simple tiers. Tier 1 is passion plus purpose plus profit. This is your zone of brilliance, the intersection where what drives your mission and what creates real results all meet. It's your highest priority work, not because it looks the same for everyone, but because it's deeply aligned with you. For some business owners, tier 1 work might look like strategic planning, content creation, or high-level vision. For others, it might be developing new products, refining systems, building community, or delivering transformational client work. The common thread is work that lights you up, your passion. It connects to your deeper why, your purpose, why you started the business in the first place. And it moves the needle financially, your profit. It's the work that fuels both you and your business. And when you prioritize more of it, you start to build traction that's actually sustainable. Tier 2 is aligned with two of the three: passion, purpose, or profit. So tier 2 is actually where most business owners spend the majority of their time, and that's completely normal. Maybe you're working on something you love, that makes money, but it's not deeply tied to your mission. Or maybe you're doing purposeful, energizing work that hasn't quite become profitable yet. This work is often meaningful, productive, and necessary, but it can feel like something's missing if one of the three P's is consistently out of the picture. Think of it like a three-legged stool. You can sit on two legs and it works, but it does take more energy to stay balanced. And over time, the strain builds. If 60 to 70% of your work lands here, that's not a problem, as long as you're aware of what's missing and adjust when needed. Tier 2 work can support your business beautifully, but it needs to be managed with intention so that it doesn't crowd out the work that fully lights you up, drives your mission, and fuels growth. Now let's talk about Tier 3. Tier 3 is only aligned with one of the three: passion, purpose, or profit. Tier 3 work can show up in all kinds of ways. Some you love, some you don't. Maybe it's a passion project that isn't connected to your mission and doesn't really make money, but you do it because you can. Or maybe it's the opposite, something that brings you revenue, but feels completely disconnected from your purpose. And honestly, you don't even enjoy it. It could even be something mission aligned, a request from a loved one, a community need, or something that supports a greater good. But it's not profitable and it drains your energy. And sometimes Tier 3 tasks are just required: compliance, administration, or industry obligations that need to get done. So let's be clear, Tier 3 isn't bad, and you'll never get rid of it completely. But if it starts to dominate your week, that's when burnout creeps in. The key is to do it in moderation. And when possible, delegate it, systemize it, or streamline it, so that you can protect your energy and stay focused on the work that truly matters. After hearing those examples, I'm curious, which of the three P's, passion, purpose, or profit, do you feel most connected to in your work? And which one might be missing or need a little more attention? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear what's resonating with you. Let's be honest, every week you're going to have a mix of Tier 1, 2, and 3 tasks. That's the reality of running a business, and that's totally okay. The goal isn't to eliminate Tier 2 or to avoid Tier 3 entirely. It is to stay aware. I tell my clients that about 60 to 70% of your time might land in Tier 2, and that's completely normal. You just want to make sure that 20 to 30% is protected for Tier 1, your zone of brilliance, and that Tier 3 stays at 10% or less wherever possible. The key is to recognize where your time is going, and when things start to slip, realign. Because when you're out of alignment, whether it's from a few unexpected potholes or just the wear and tear of day to day, you're running low on one of the essentials. It's like your business is operating with low tire pressure or on empty tank, or you're just having to blast Eye of the Tiger just to stay motivated. You might still be moving, but it takes way more energy to get there. And if you ignore it for too long, the impact adds up. You didn't start your business to feel stuck in the weeds. You started it because you had something meaningful to offer. And because you wanted to build a life that reflects your values, not just your to-do list. Your zone of brilliance is where that all comes together. The passion, the purpose, and the profit that fuels your business and your life. If this video helped shift your perspective, go ahead and like and subscribe and share it with other business owners. And if you're not sure what to focus on next, take my free quiz at bossbrilliance.com/quiz to find out what stage your business is in and what to prioritize next. See you next time.